Tom Davies has recently burst onto the scene for Everton, so I'm down at the Bet365 Stadium before Everton take on Stoke City tonight to speak to Everton fans and to find out what's the deal with Tom Davies. Some people have likened him to the emergence of Wayne Rooney. He's now found his way into Ronald Koeman's side, so is he the real deal? Let's go and speak to Evertonians and find out. Tom Davies then, lads. Look at the smiles on your faces. Every Evertonian I've spoken to about Tom Davies just thinks that he's the best thing since sliced bread. How good can he be?
As good as Lampard today.
As good as Lampard?
Yeah, if he starts
no pressure, Tom, no pressure.
He seems fantastic to me. He's fearless on the ball, he's got good passing range, he's got a good engine on him. And I remember seeing a story about when England's first team was short of players, they called him up to train with him when he was 16, and apparently he didn't look out of place, and you only have to look at his performance against Man City last week to see what a player he can be.
Where do you think he ranks?
I think he's going to be a classic player. I think he's going to be hard working for the team. I think he's got that, that's something that Everton have needed for a long time, to get the fans off the seats and we get behind him and back him up. And he's a really nice lad as well. You know what I mean? I think he'll be good for us.
Okay, what about you, Aid?
Yeah, I think he's a really good player as well, and he's good for his age. I think he's really good. Yeah.
Great. Do you feel that there's a bit like with all young players that you don't want to hype him too much?
No, but I think he's been since he was a kid. Well, he still is a kid, really. No, I think he get behind, he gets confidence in it. The game he played against City, I mean, he's a class player, but he won't be playing it week in, week out. He'll gradually put him in there as when we need him. So we'll wait and see, but we just got to get behind the team, and that's all we do, don't we?
As an Evertonian, then, Jeff, what do you think about Davies? Do you think that people are hyping up a little bit too much, or do you think it's justified? How do you feel his progress is going at the moment?
We won't know that for another 12 months or so, but based on what we've seen up to now, that lad is like getting a £30 million signing. Oh, what class he is. What class. That's what Barkley should have been doing. But for some reason, Barkley's now started playing brilliantly. Maybe that's because he's in the team and taking a bit of the flack off him.
Because the pressure's been lifted, right?
Pressure's lifted. But Davies, don't get me wrong, he hasn't got quite the skillful talent that Barkley's got, but boy, does he enthusiasm around the team.
That tenacity that you need.
Yeah. And I think that's had a knock-on effect. If a young lad can do that, and Holgate as well, we get these young lads in, if they're doing it for us, then, the older players have got no excuse not to be doing it. So, and of course Barry does it anyway, but he needs a rest here and there. He's been class for us, but all I can see is positives for Everton now. All I can see is positives, and it's good to rub it in the face of the Liverpool fans.
Where do you think he'll rank in terms of the other good players that Everton have produced down the years? I'm thinking the likes of Wayne Rooney.
Well, you've got to give him time. Don't put an old head on young shoulders yet. Just let him grow up. We've done it before. We've let good players go because they haven't lived up to it. Rodwell, Barkley's got to find his feet. Jeffers, another one.
Yeah, Jeffers. Yeah.
You've got to let this young lad grow up. Give him time. Don't put too much on his shoulders, and you'll end up with a good player.
What do you reckon to his haircut?
Oh, well, I can't talk, can I? I can't talk.
Tom Davies then, obviously he's
go on, Tom!
Speedo, you're a big fan of Tom Davies then?
Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he? He's got loads of heart. And that's exactly what Rooney had when he came to when he was started at Everton first team.
It's interesting you made that comparison there, that Rooney comparison. As an Evertonian, you're not reluctant to make a comparison like that, or you think it's too early?
Not really. No, I'm not talking about even his ability or anything. I'm just talking about the heart.